Yo, we are live! For the first time ever, we are actually live and streaming this. Better do the advertising. Let's see. Sorry, I am very new to this whole streaming thing. Is there a way for me to... Hold on. Need to do the traditional advertising, but we are now officially live on Twitch. And then finally... Okay. Finally live. Streaming this to make up for having no marathon makeup video as planned. Right, they didn't get rid of this thing. I don't have a mic. At least not for my controller. Enabled, which is recommended.
It is a historic day across the solar system.
The enormous UESC Marathon colony ship
sets out for the Tau Ceti star system
to establish a new home for humanity, and with it, infinite possibility.
The people of Earth and Mars are watching.
Everyone is watching.
Breaking news. Contact has been lost with the Marathon colony ship.
Official messaging from the UESC is that nothing is amiss.
The people just want to know what happened and what is the UESC doing about it.
Still no answers.
Shocking news today.
FTL losing contact with the Marathon colony nearly 100 years ago.
after decades of citizens demanding answers.
A message has been received from the UESC Marathon.
A distress call. A threat.
An invitation.
But the message has been leaked. It reads,
somewhere in the heavens, they are waiting.
Initiating runner defragmentation protocol. Evaluating shell integrity. Evaluating vital signs. Evaluating recognition response. Executing neurological subroutine. Establishing passphrase.
My last breath fell quiet like dying embers. My first thought hummed through silver threads.
Where is death? Loading memory packages. Liminal buffer status 26%.
Buffer. Subject is a runner. A disconnected consciousness inhabiting a bio-cybernetic shell. Assert. Subject's psyche is preserved outside their body in the event of shell death. Stay with me. Subject exists only in this liminal state while their next shell is being woven. Please stand by.
Yesterday, I walked with feet of fragile flesh. Today, I drift as light across the grid.
Assert. Runners arrived in the Tau Ceti system after the investigation of a distress signal lost colony ship, the UESC Marathon.
Warning. Ignition runtime error.
Assert. Runners are mercenaries, hired to salvage the ruins of the human colony on Tau Ceti 4. Proceeding with suboptimal durability settings. Liminal buffer status 100%. Runner defragmentation complete. Your shell will be ready momentarily, and you will deploy to Tau Ceti 4 for your first assignment. Please prepare for consciousness transfer in 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Good luck.
I am aware that there is an ARG for this game, but I have no real interest in partaking in ARGs. I just want to play the game.
Your neural interface is malfunctioning. Your perception matrix was damaged during transfer to the planet's surface. Your shell, too. Search the area for repair supplies, while I'll find a way to access the colony systems.
We are definitely going to be needing these.
Engage your heal systems to use an item to repair your health or shields, depending on which is lower. Your health and shields restore separately. Be sure to recover both. Authorization terminal active. Use it to interface with the colony systems.
Welcome to New Cascadia.
Oh, well, that's foreboding.
I recommend you not follow those orders. Stay calm. Your newly acquired systems access will allow you to navigate the colony. Search this structure for a way out. Look for a drain or vent cover and try to break it with your knife. Keep low, keep quiet. By syncing your systems with the colonies, we've secured you permanent access to all of New Cascadia. Know when to pick a fight and when to make an exit. All that matters now is staying alive. The UESC believes Tau Ceti and everything on it belongs to them. If you want to survive, you'll need a weapon.
No extra loot? Yes, I am gonna have to go through the tutorial again, but that's fine.
Another runner. Check the remains for weapons and supplies. They don't need them anymore.
What am I willing to ditch for another gun? A volt thrower, no less. We're on a Magnum MC M77 assault rifle. I'll drop these two. Make sure weapons are loaded.
An active exfiltration point near your location. Marking it on your map. Exfil points are the only way to safely move solid matter off-world. That includes you. Scavenge the area for additional assets if you need them. But be careful. Die here, and you'll lose everything.
Requires a key. What's in here? More money. money. Access denied. Yeah, if I recall correctly, the tutorial is fairly linear. Ooh.
Calibrating your destination. I'll see you in 30 seconds.
Oh, come on. Five, 4, 3, 2. Whew. Book in the marathon. Claim my stuff. Terminals online. Oh, okay. So let's see. Exoplanet candidates. Candidate Enceladus. Description: 6th largest moon of Saturn within the Solar System. Candidate declined. Despite relative proximity to Mars and an abundant subsurface ocean, Enceladus's trace atmosphere cannot support human agriculture without centuries of terraforming or sealed aquaculture environments. A new caloric agriculture panel asserts that neither option is practical, and Traxxas logistic specialists concur. Candidate Proxima Centauri Beta. I'm assuming that B means beta. candidate declined. Habitability criteria are favorable in a narrow band. Nascent terraforming technologies is insufficient to expand outside the zone. Agriculture in a red dwarf star system is uncertain. All plants from Sol evolved in a G-type yellow dwarf system. Potential stakeholders assert no confidence in this candidate's long-term profitability. Candidate Tau Ceti 4. Description: terrestrial planet in the habitable zone of the G-class star Tau Ceti, 12 light years from Sol. Candidate approved as mission target. Habitability criteria are favorable in at least one major landmass. Atmospheric analysis confirms abundant carbon-based plant life capable of sustaining fauna. This candidate likely requires no long-term terraforming to be agriculturally self-sustaining. A joint panel of UESC's physicists and nuclear agronomists strongly assert that a more compatible target is unlikely to exist.
Welcome home, runner.
Nice to see you again, Oni.
I'm Oni, your onboard navigational intelligence. Your consciousness and my neural programming are inexorably interlinked. Think of me as a friend, one you don't yet remember. You may still be experiencing some memory degradation from the damage to your perception matrix. But worry not. Cyber Acme is here for you. I'm here for you.
Can I just say I really don't trust anyone named Oni since, Halo fan.
Per our arrangement, you've come to Tau Ceti to scavenge the ruins of a long-lost human colony. Now that we've successfully calibrated you to new Cascadia systems, our next step is connecting with factions who will pay for your services. The Unified Earth Space Council is equipped with advanced, faster-than-light communications technology. Commandeer it, and I should be able to reverse engineer direct contact with faction representatives back home on Earth and Mars.
Yes, I'm aware. This is Oni, your mandatory support AI. Faster than light, FTL communications are essential to your work with Cyber Acme. FTL comms capabilities can be acquired from the radio towers set up across perimeter. Yes, I know about upgrades. Loot speed increases how quickly items are revealed when looting containers. Fall resistance reduces the amount of damage you take after falling. I'm gonna purchase the loot speed, and I'm gonna go ahead and purchase both of these, honestly. Cyber Acme. Faction Cyber Acme Systems Incorporated. SCIAC. Role Interplanetary Software and Operational Systems Monopoly. Classification Megacorporation. Agent Oni. Overview. Cyber Acme is the industry leader in operational systems development, data analysis, and cybersecurity. Their stated goal is to provide seamless integration of their advanced systems across all areas of modern life. Like modern Earth and Mars, the majority of the UESC's Marathon systems were powered by SCIAC. This deep-rooted connection to the origins and operation of both the Marathon and New Cascadia makes SCIAC an eager participant in the rediscovery of everything humanity lost in the Tau Ceti system. The fact most modern runner shells include a version of one of SCIAC's onboard navigational intelligence ONI systems provides a unique advantage in SCIAC's ability to create personal connections to the runners with boots on the ground across Tau Ceti 4's active zones.
At stake.
Oops. Ooh, we can actually see the skins this time around. Something they didn't do before. I don't see a reason not to equip it. And I guess... yeah, let's put the sticker on the pistol. Complex study, apogee intercept, breach protocol. Ooh, I like this one. Oh, that's the Midas symbol. Do not have a... Oh boy, I gotta choose what to keep and what not to keep. Guess I can sell you. We have a lot of these bullets. We can also sell one of these. Sell one of these. Sell one of these. And one of these. Become assassin. I really have no desire to use destroyer shell, so I'll sell that. I'll sell that. Vandal didn't jive with me either during the beta. Is it skins that it's... No? So then what's the 3 then? Okay, let's take this chance to... Not enough space in the vault. +1 shield slot. We'll keep that for now. UESC target acquisition devices that you access remain active for longer and release additional ping pulses. Yep, we are equipping that. Prime ability energy. What else? moment. Sorry about that. Need to help my brother with something near in a bit. Move everything to the vault for now. What we got here? Dealing sustained damage with this weapon reduces your generated heat by a moderate amount. Size, reload speed, and range. Increases ADS accuracy and range. Okay. Come on. What am I doing? I could just do this. Increases aim assist. Rapid precision hits temporarily increases stability and reload speed by a moderate amount. Increases zoom and ADS accuracy. Your armory items. Get rid of that. We do not seem to have any free shit. Except for this one. In perimeter, defeat UESC combat units to scan an FTL array at any of the UESC radio towers in the region. And it can be found on several rooftops across perimeter. I think this is a new one. Or it's the same one from the beta, just modified. Colony research expansion. Available for your first few runs or until the initial Cyber Acme contracts are complete. Let's go on perimeter proper. I could go solo, but I think I preferred this. Let's go. Sorry, wrong game. I know I'm a bit late to the party on this one. Hopefully the player count hasn't dwindled too much. There we go, I can actually move now.
Engaging affirmation protocol. Assert. You and only you are special.
Check this out.
Oh no! My battery pack. I need a second. Okay, there's our objective. Now that 3 of them are dead. Ah! Now how to get up there? How do I get up there? Ah, here we go. Really tucked away ladder, Jesus.
Priority contract fulfilled.
More loot. fire barrel. Which we cannot equip to anything right now. Data card. Nice.
Grab all you can.
When your shields break, you gain a brief burst of increased agility. Ability regeneration.
UESC reinforcements incoming. Minutes remain.
Careful here. If it moves, end it.
That doesn't count because it wasn't an elite unit. It was a grunt unit.
Possession is the law.
Data marker. Maybe this.
Time to go. Remove the space. Boo.com. Remove the space. Oh, yeah, no, that is 100% a bot. Oops. Oh, right. They actually have a rewards pass this time. Because live service. Insufficient silk. Ah, so this is what the silk is for. No wonder they didn't have anything for it last time.
Attention, runner. Tau Ceti 4 is off limits. The planet, its colony, and all connected resources are property of the Unified Earth Space Council. Under UESC law, you are trespassing here and have been marked as an enemy of the state. Theft or data harvesting from this protected system will be met with force. Final warning. Surrender or face extermination.
Cognitive link re-secured. My apologies, friend. The UESC was able to briefly access our neural interface. Out in the cold, dark, deep of space, the UESC holds no real jurisdiction. Cyberacne is not beholden to their petty laws. Neither should you be. I've repurposed the communications technology you collected and can connect you with potential employers. Unfortunately, the UESC is interfering with my attempts to establish contact. Please address the source of this disruption.
The UESC are blocking your ability to access faster than light communications. Destroying their jamming technology will open up comm pathways with Sol. Sabotage UESC comms antenna north or south relay. Perimeter sabotage the UESC comms antenna in either north or south relay to unblock FTL communications with Sol. We are most certainly going to want to do these. Because not only do we get more lore, but we unlock more stuff. Perimeter. Colony outskirts, colony edge site expansion. Wilderness environment. Region station, data wall, hauler, north and south relay, and overflow. Status dormant. All activities stalled well before expansion to the zone could commence. Presence of a data wall and dual relays suggest heavy geological surveillance and large store data compilation and transference. Overview. Perimeter appears to have been part of colony expansion efforts. Initial observations indicate the site was focused on reshaping the western slope in preparation for future development. However, the location of the hauler and the deployment of a data wall in conjunction with the construction of two massive relays indicates that colony efforts to expand its core development were hampered by Tau Ceti 4's unique energy emissions, causing a redirect in priorities from terraplatforming to anomalous radiological and focused geological surveillance. Remark: be cautious through choke points. Too much noise and you may alert trouble without a convenient exit. Of course I'm going to put on a backpack. Why wouldn't I put on a backpack? Honestly, I think I'm doing pretty good. Oh yeah, let's move this to the vault too. Did it just disappear on me? 'Cause I was gonna equip it onto a weapon. Unless it was forced onto a weapon? Or am I just blind? I could be blind. Oh wait, no, here it is. V66 and a V99. Do I have either of those? V22, Z Tactical, Overrun, V11. No, I don't. Alright.
Mason?
Attention. You are entering a high-risk
One moment.
Cyberacme assumes no liability for loss of body or self.
I will be right back.
Watch out!
Interesting.
We are not alone.
We are back, and I apologize for that. It's not ideal on my first stream, for my first ever stream, but my brother is not having a very good is having a very bad pain day. So having to help him from time to time, like, you know, do repetitive things, because he's currently baking right now for guests tomorrow.
Signal recall window closes in 20 minutes.
Alright, here's the signal we need to sabotage. But hey, I got a smoothie out of it. That did it. That definitely did it. Stuff. Damn it. Damn you, UESC. Down I go. Huh. More stuff. Sure, I'll grab that. Use this.
Profit opportunity identified.
Sure. Actually, I don't really need it, but No. Let's see. So I guess next stop is Overflow. Or I guess he'd rather Xville. Usually these UESC guys didn't really have anything worthwhile. So far, so good. No, no nasty run-ins yet. Shell revival. Down but not out, DBNO. Prior to absolute systems failure, ASF, a shell will attempt to conserve energy to protect neural systems and establish a secure neural ejection. This conservation results in loss of coordination and basic motor control, as well as a cascading reduction in internal systems function, causing the runner to lose their footing and some optic and mental acuity. A runner experiencing DBNO can have their functionality restored if a crewmate can reach them before ASF. Once a shell's operations are restored, additional repairs will likely be needed to bring health and shield systems back to full. Death is for quitters. Experienced absolute system failure? Remain calm and patient. Even in the aftermath of ASF, when your mind has been ejected from a critically damaged shell, your run is not over as long as a member of your crew remains active. If a surviving member of your crew can access your abandoned shell, they can run a neural resync to repair critical damage and re-establish the connection between your shell and your consciousness, bringing you back to life and allowing you to continue your run. Be warned, a neural resync will not repair all damage to your shell, so additional mending is likely required. Neural resync also will not counter any theft of gear, implants, cores, or loot perpetrated by hostile runners between the point of ASF and resync. Despite technological protections designed to support mental and emotional integrity following ASF or near ASF experiences, repeat instances of catastrophic shell failure have been proven to cause lasting traumatic damage to runner psyche and memory. The implementation of sense mem regulating therapies during neural sync and teleportation alignment have been shown to ease the onset of these side effects. Now to turn this in.
Connection to Soul complete. Well done, runner. Reminder. Your partnership with CyberAcme Systems entitles you to a permanent backup of your consciousness. But immortality has its price. Everything that you are belongs to SciAc, until such a time that management is satisfied this debt has been fully paid. Expect deductions from your account at regular intervals as part of our remittance program. I strongly recommend that we establish contact with the factions on Earth and Mars who'd most benefit from the grey area wet work that runners like you specialize in. Their individual interests will aid you in focusing your exploration of Tau Ceti. Please understand that while rival factions may have competing objectives, they're ready to reward runners who prove themselves capable, regardless of any conflicts of interest. Shall we begin? Alert. New Caloric recently flagged you as a runner of interest. This megacorp is known for ruthlessly optimized consumer goods and generous public philanthropy. Don't worry if you're experiencing cognitive dissonance. It's a common response. New Caloric provided the Marathon expedition with supplies and mission experts. It still possesses legal ownership of these assets, and its representatives are in search of runners able to recover data and materials from New Cascadia. If you come across New Caloric's colony-era property on the planet's surface, I suggest we forward your findings. They are especially eager to learn what happened to their long-lost personnel.
New Caloric has a keen interest in reclaiming some value from their initial investment. Find and retrieve their lost data. In Perimeter, retrieve a New Cal employee ID from a tick-infested building in columns. Use the nearby terminal to download the employee's data.
I have a lead on some new contracts for you, runner. Traxxas Off-World Industries is recruiting. Traxxas is a major financial player here and in Seoul. While they have legal salvage rights for Tau Ceti, they also have a long history of conflict with the UESC. Partnering with runners would allow them to avoid corporate liability when sidestepping UESC regulations. Aiding their efforts, legal or otherwise, will be very lucrative. I've identified some ways to catch their attention.
Traxxas Off-World Industries is interested in evaluating salvage opportunities across Tau Ceti 4. Any runners who contribute may be eligible for competitive compensation packages. In a single run. So both of these are in a single run. Hack terminal intersection complex or bioresearch. Required shipping manifest from UESC commander. Scan the nearby stacked shipping container before it is picked up. I think I'm going to do this one first because this one's easiest. If memory serves, and I get to claim, then I don't have enough space. Alright, and upgrades. What upgrades do we got? This one increases data card credit rewards by 50%. This bonus additively stacks with other informant upgrades. Ooh. Alright, let's get rid of this. No doubt. I don't need the bullets right now. Defeat a hostile overflows your magazine. Ooh, I got a lot of these. Let's move these to backpack for now. I don't really use smoke grenades. Move this to vault for now. So one of these. I don't have either of those weapons. And this one is Conquest, Retaliator, and Demolition. I have none of those. So I guess for now, we'll sell this. And sell that. Make more money. I think I'm gonna get rid of this overrun. You know, I'm honestly pretty happy with the Recon shell. I don't know if I'm going to be playing any of these other ones, so I think for the different shells, I think I'm just going to sell. I might keep Assassin in case I ever want to switch over to it. And Thief I haven't yet tried because it wasn't available in the beta. That's perimeter. Ah. No, I'm just gonna sell this. Oops. Honestly, not a bad smoothie.
Reminder. Please refer to your operating manual if you experience repeated memory loss.
I need to go to...
Here.
Worth a look?
Ah! Jesus. Sure, I'll use this.
Watch out.
Oh, I think we're getting a little bit of lag. Not sure if it's my connection or if it's somebody else. It could be somebody else. I am going to need heavy ammo soon. Oiled rations. What's this? Sure. A lockbox key. Must have been something good. Actually, let's check this. That increases aim assist.
grab all you can.
B11 punch.
Engage. No one can hide.
Prepare for increased hostile action. Minutes remain.
We're just really staying here in South Relay, huh? Whereas I need to head over to Columns.
Our way out. Check it out. In a bad spot.
Seeing this?
There we go. Well, guess we're doing that a different run.
Pickpocket out. Cover me.
Seeker out.
Bad news.
Drone probably belonged to our thief friend. Oh boy, we have so much stuff. Using a patch kit grant, Thick Skull V2, Energy Harvesting V1. Okay, we already have a Thick Skull V2, so we can just sell this. Energy Skull V1. Or no, it's not Energy Skull, it's Energy Harvesting. Okay, that's a new one. What does it do? Reduces incoming UESC damage from Volt weapons. I'll take the lockbox key next time. I'm gonna have to buy ammo. Yeah, one more. There we go. Oh, there's... I didn't even see these. Sure, I'll equip down this one. I'll equip down this one. We do have 2 of these. Back to perimeter! Once I get that marathon emblem back, I am very much going to equip it.
Reminder, do not trust runners outside your crew. Their words and actions are unpredictable.
Curious.
Huh. You would think that, that gravity would take its course there. Ow! Oh, this was a big mistake. This was a very big mistake. Mistakes have been made! Oh, you... Okay, that must be players. No? I've never known UESC to actually do that. At least they didn't in the beta.
Let's get patched up.
Let's get out of here. Damn ticks. Our friend is dead. Oh no.
See what I'm seeing?
Where did our friend go? Damn. Yeah, it was way too dangerous for him to get me back up. We're just gonna have to wait this out. Yep, that's it. Oof. Big oof. Well, I mean, we had to die at some point eventually if we wanted to achievement hunt this game, right? I know. I think I'm just going to dismantle this because I still have like a lot of stuff. So we're going to equip you. We will equip you and you because you're all modded and prepped. Take the necessary ammo. Take one of these. Let's see. Target acquisition devices that you access remain active for longer or release additional ping pulses. Yes. Yes. Equip you because there's no other options. What chips do we got in here? Ornithologist. After aiming down sights for a brief duration, projectile impacts create a distracting bird call. Eliminating UESC or downed runners with a melee or knife attack partially reloads this weapon by a moderate amount. Remove this mod. For Damage of your next melee attack. Small amount of credits. Yes, please. Restore a moderate amount of health or shields when damaging a target affected by EMP. Dealing damage quickly after your prime ability ends grants you the effect of an energy amp for a moderate duration. I don't have shield charges. There we go. Equip this because it's all we got. Siphon restores health and shields after finishing a runner. Cardio kick. Burst of movement speed. Shell death. Do shells die? No. Although shells provide a natural living experience for runners who inhabit their neural housing, they are themselves non-sentient, biocybernetic machinery incapable of high motor function without a human mind to drive their systems. All biological components of a shell are patented synthetic products. So while runners may use terms associated with death as shorthand for a shell's forced expiration, there's no technical connection between a shell's absolute systems failure and a human understanding of death. How do runners survive shell expiration? Most fully operational, market-release shells include complex neural eject and catch protocols supported in the back end by SciAC proprietary tech. These are deeply encrypted data recalls that connect an active shell to a runner's support systems located in secure points of operations, typically removed from a runner's targeted zone of interest. Essentially, when a runner's shell is met with either catastrophic systems failure or sudden data or signal corruption, the runner's mind is ejected to a secure liminal buffer before the shell's neural housing is fully compromised. Most secure buffers run on one of SciAC's looping data systems to record and catalog a backup of the runner's consciousness as an added failsafe against total neural erasure. This gives SciAC ownership over at least a portion of a runner's consciousness, if not the whole thing. Neural ejection takes no more than an instant, though the perceived time of a given runner varies. Typically, there are a few immediate issues with eject/catch instances, as long as the runner has up-to-date, licensed equipment operating their neural/shell interface. Failure to exfil, a danger unique to Tau Ceti. One harsh reality learned through trial and error by the earliest runners to touch down planetside on Tau Ceti 4 is that some combination of atmospheric disruption and anomalous energy patterns limits the viability of neural sync housing. After a short period, the connection between a runner's consciousness and a shell's internal systems will fray, triggering immediate neural ejection. This complication requires runners to carefully monitor their time spent on planet via geosync orbital links that provide windows in which a successfully exfil/eject. Strategically planning or adapting a run to exfil prior to the geosync window closing is key to a successful run. Miss the window and a forced neural ejection will trigger at this last instant, saving the runner's consciousness but forfeiting the shell and any items carried, regardless of emotional attachment. To reiterate the consequences of an overstayed welcome on Tau Ceti 4, when a runner fails to exfil from the planet's surface, the shell they are running along with any gear they carried and any connected implants and or cores will be lost. But thanks to properly installed and updated eject/catch mechanics, the runner will survive as they transition to their waiting buffer, then back into whichever shell they have prepped as their backup. These shells has got to be, like, somewhat cheaply made, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to effectively mass-produce these things. So these have got to be made out of, like, cheap, easily mass-produced material, but also at the same time be reliable. Still.
See what I'm seeing?
Engaging affirmation protocol. Assert. You will be forgotten. Assert. You take relief in that realization.
I mean, I guess it's to remind them that they're human. Building of station. Oops. I need to hit columns. I wonder if there's a way for me to... Might actually have to look at the controls. Oh! This is the thing. I know what he's after, but I don't remember exactly where it is or if it's even been moved since the beta. Let's see, he said southeast building. So it's like right around here somewhere. I'm grabbing that.
Over here.
This should be the building. Is it on a floor below? The thing is, I can't actually see where... Southwest, southeast. I can't exactly see where his objective is. Yeah, this should be the building.
Remaining.
From second floor terminal in overflow. Oop. No players yet. Is this a dead end? This might be a dead end. Where exactly are we? Tunnels. Tunnels office key. Need to cool my shell down.
Profit opportunity. Intercept.
Tex. And UESC. I'll take that. So let's see. So this is Ravine. Let's use that. Let's get our shields back.
Connection collapse in 15 minutes.
It would be nice if we spawned in near columns, but that's a big fat no. Oh shit! Oh, runners. We got players. Oh, nope, that's it. Oh, it's a rook. A rook player. Okay. I would give Rook a try, but I want these objectives completed. You can't do that as Rook. Sweet. Should also be noted, I am playing this on the official Xbox, of course. And I did mention prior that we are aiming to achievement hunt this game. So these are unlocked default. So we experienced a shell death for the first time, reestablished Kama's soul, and completed the initial run, which is the tutorial. So we gotta do 21 runs, exfil 7 times, loot 777 containers, eliminate 147 UESC units, and 28 commanders, eliminate 14 rival runners, so kill 14 players, complete 35 contracts, reach VIP status with a faction, unlock 7 capstone upgrades, earn 100 season levels, and complete all other achievements for Marathon. Xbox has been known to kind of bug this one, like the Xbox equivalent to a platinum trophy. So let's hope it doesn't bug out this one. Dismantle. This and this. Sure. Sure, I'll install that one. My shields are depleted. I'll install this one. ADS speed and weapon handling to you and nearby crew members. Breaking hostile shields grants you brief burst of movement speed. Automatically pings your attacker. Yes. And sure, we'll equip this. It's very pink. Very pink. Oh, what's that gym leader called? Opal, I think? Sekiguchi Encrypted Sponsored Kit. You know what? Sure. Let's go gambling. Because nothing bad ever happens while you go gambling. So we have literally no idea what we're going to get. Absolutely none.
Neurologics optimized.
Take a
Shell
look.
primed for exploration and violence.
What do we got exactly? Conquest LMG, B11 Punch, and the ammo for it. Oops. Bubble Shield, Protector V1, Hot Pursuit, Bad Cop, Sprint Kit V2, Survival Kit V2, Strike Kit V2. He's going to South Relay. Which is close to Column, so... And to be fair, they need to scan the Spark Leaf in South Relay. Proximity sensor. Another depleted shield charge. I want to stay near my buddies.
Need this?
Warden location.
Recall window will remain stable for 20 minutes.
Where exactly is that? An overflow.
Go. Echo post searching.
Nice short control burst. That's the thing. I don't really want to waste LMG ammo on ticks. When... Can't get in. At least not through this way. Is there an above entrance? Because I remember just being able to walk through a door from the beta. That's odd. I can't get in. Again, I remember there being a front entrance that I can just simply go into, but I can't seem to go into this one. Oops. Wait, how did... Oh! Okay, scan, downloading data.
ID confirmed as Dr. Tobias Latero.
Priority contract complete.
Now we just need to head over to Overflow.
Here.
Connection collapse in 15 minutes.
Must have went a different way. Oh, is this a Rook player? Poor bastard.
See this? Something's out there.
If it moves, end it.
That's it for my power. What do we got? Claymore mine. Some bullets. I'll be taking that. The BR-33 volley rifle. Ooh. Oh, oh, shit. Slightly increases accuracy while moving. Increases stability. I'll be taking the bullets though. I'll take that. Or not. More bullets. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and replace this. Swap. Drop this. Only for LMGs. Install you. Can't install that. Take this. Ow. 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 I will take that.
Systems compromised.
Seeker deployed.
Hold on. Need cover.
Nice. Need a way in without triggering UESC. I've learned in the beta that those... Nope. I learned in the beta that those call in UESC reinforcements. So... Ow! Are you kidding me? Like, seriously? Could be two. Reload weapons as needed. I'm gonna go ahead and close these. There we go. Bully SMG. Speaking of bullets, I'll be taking those. Ooh. Definitely equipping that. I'll go ahead and use this. We don't have anyone with destroyer shells, so no point in pinning that. Here's the thing. I don't trust that. I'm gonna jump over it. I have no idea what it does, but I didn't trust it. Okay, yeah, going to exfil. Ow! Hold the exit.
Just need up. Something's out there.
Whew. That was nice. That was nice. Four things for the codex. And for defeating a runner, we get this. Runner rivalries. Kill or be killed. Runners compete over resources, loot, and contracts. Both individuals and crews have goals they are chasing beyond survival. These goals may be personal, professional, or random moments of ambition, vengeance, or rage. In any given moment or encounter, it can be hard to gauge the specific temperament or motivation of rival runners. Typically, runner-to-runner encounters are expected to be violent, and as a standard survival tactic, they are. The risk of trusting a rival carries too much weight to assume benevolence, especially considering the general reality of life on a run, which boils down to a simple truth. Runners are mercenaries deploying to hostile environments to risk their livelihood and their lives for uncertain paydays. Anything or anyone competing for that payday is a threat. Hesitation can and often does lead to a violent failure loss of a show. Loss of gear and weaponry, loss of progress toward goals, loss of pride, hesitation in conflict has a heavy price. Runners are rarely willing to sacrifice. A common understanding between runners starts most engagements with guns up, then sort out any misunderstandings after the violence is settled. Love-hate affair. Most runners understand the nature of the lives they've chosen. Few take conflict personally. It's just part of the job. And many runners and crews with heated rivalries still hold a mutual respect. Finding joy in the thrill of competition, even when it threatens a score. After all, beyond a payday, bragging rights and making a name for oneself or your crew have their own value in mercenary circles. Obviously, feuds exist and bitter hatreds can simmer, but in general, a run is a run, and anything lost or any damage endured is simply a favor to be returned upon the next crew you encounter. The disposable nature of shells and the thrill of the run allow for flexibility in how deeply a grudge takes root. Most seasoned runners take loss as a lesson learned and an opportunity to skill up. Learning from defeat helps avoid the frustration of repeating unfortunate missteps. Friends like these. None of the above negates the opportunity for unlikely alliances. Runners have been known to team up with their rivals for any number of reasons. Joint threat, general goodwill, desperation. It doesn't hurt to attempt to find common ground if you're willing to risk an unfortunate outcome. In fact, many runner crews started as rivalries, and many of the best runner stories start with uneasy allies overcoming obstacles that may have ended them individually. Caution first, runners, but some risks are worth the effort. Remark, good luck. Supply drop. Overview. The UESC's orbital supply drops transport goods and salvage to and from the planet's surface. These autonomous units are rarely seen by runners as the UESC makes efforts to obscure both their transfer schedules and routes. But runners, being runners, they tend to find ways to circumvent UESC best practices whenever it benefits their bottom line. Hacking a UESC drop pad to hijack a supply drop en route to its orbital destination is just one of the many ways to complicate UESC operations across New Cascadia. These endeavors is never an easy bet. The pad to supply vessel link puts on quite a show, alerting any nearby UESC, and worse, any nearby runners to your intentions. Making you, your crew, and the supply drop targets for other runners' ambitions. Few things are deadlier, but supply drops tend to reward the daring, so maybe a little noise and trouble are worth the potential of another round of violent inconvenience. Notably, the supply drop will provide momentary cover once it has landed, but don't get eager. The blast from its boosters will crisp your shields if you're too close on takeoff. Remark, call the supply drop, get some distance, cover the angles, approach if clear, reap the rewards or consequences. Warden. UESC Wraith Warden. Autonomous Robotic Soldier, Elite Stealth Combat Command Platform, UESC Combat Robotics Division, Mars. Roles: Field Operations Command Unit, Clandestine Operations, Combat Confusions. Overview. Wraith Wardens are elite UESC Ghost Troopers upgraded with next-gen active camo stealth enhancement, allow for near-complete invisibility. Their combat systems include on-point support troop teleportation, allowing for active reinforcements to escalate an engagement. They use the confusion they seed with their camo and reinforcement protocols to close distances between targets and deliver a localized malware attack. These close-range melee releases infectious coding to scramble an enemy's digital systems, an attack that is especially effective against runner shells. Offensive-defensive capabilities. increased armor or improved durability, hyper-vigilant aggression systems, enhanced battle-ready rapid targeter, BRRT. Oh, so that's what the BRRT stands for. Submachine gun. Next-gen active camo, on-point support troop teleportation, additional UASC combat units appear and engage enemy threats, malware localized melee with AoE, scrambles the operational systems of any target within its limited attack radius. Known deployments, perimeter overflow. Remark, hard to see is an understatement. Stay alert. Don't get distracted and avoid close encounters. Race scramble glitch puts a fritz on your systems. But for this, I believe we have unlocked a new caloric.
The ID badge you found belonged to a new caloric mission specialist. In return, a company representative identifying himself as Gaius has sent you a neural partition request. New caloric is reputable, as mega corporations go, but don't let down your guard. They've weathered political storms that devoured entire nation-states, and they always seem to come out ahead.
Mind matter. Who owns your mind, runner? UESC, SciAC, Traxxas, SecGen. Are you free? Midas here on Tau Ceti, watching to see who stands up, who fights back.
Ah, yes. Marathon's equivalents to the insurrectionists.
So, are you with us? Show us Tau Ceti side. Leave your mark. Then, we'll talk.
Neuralink resecured. That was a MIDA agent under the pseudonym Gantry. In addition to sending that message, he's been executing a continuous attack on our neural interface. It's a sophisticated hacking attempt, but don't worry, I'm able to hold him off. Gantry sent mission instructions along with his message. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but it should be clear from this incident that MIDA is unpredictable.
That's an understatement. MIDA, an anti-establishment group in conflict with the UESC, has challenged you to join their cause. Defeat 15 UESC troops and smash 20 glass windows. Cross Tau Ceti for defeat UESC combat units and smash glass in buildings. For some reason. Let's also go ahead and claim this.
I am Gaius, contacting you on behalf of New Caloric. Our mission, my principal directive, is to ensure humanity's survival by meeting its most basic needs. When you crawled through the colony's detritus, you saw numbers stamped on shelters, vehicles, and food. New caloric product numbers. The colony's economic loss is mundane. The setback to human survival is profound. Sol has finite resources. Humanity must escape its bounds to avoid a slow extinction. This is why human leaders originally launched the Marathon expedition hundreds of years ago. New Caloric wishes to understand the colony's collapse so we may prevent future catastrophes. Will you assist?
Gaius, right, we didn't even read, Oni's bio. New Caloric Agricultural's mix of social utility and ruthless optimization transformed New Caloric into the dominant provider of basic consumer goods in Seoul. New Caloric was one of the original sponsors of the UESC Marathon expedition, making the fate of the New Cascadia colonists of particular interest to them. Reputation gain. Complete New Caloric contracts, loot medical cabinets and tick nests, harvest plants, participate in supply drops, exfil New Cal valuables. Oni, CyberAcme. The industry leader in AI, CyberAcme provides fully integrated support to runners through their onboard navigational intelligence. Oni. In partnership with runners, CyberAcme aims to gather information about the conditions on Tau Ceti 4 and the fate of the New Cascadia colony. Reputation gain. Complete CyberAcme contracts, runs, successful exfils, activate tags, participate in intercept events. But now that we have access to New Caloric, we can actually do these upgrades now. Unfortunately, we don't have enough unstable biomass. We don't have enough credits. Don't have enough credits or biomass. Don't have enough credits. Don't have enough credits. Have enough credits, but not high enough rank. How about we focus instead on getting the different contracts, the different contacts. So, Mida, Traxxas, Arachne, and Sekaguchi genetics. New Caloric. Caloric Agricultural. Role philanthropically minded consumer megacorp. Classification megacorporation. Ancient Gaius. Overview. New Caloric came to prominence for its humanitarian response to a devastating famine in the 2360s. The company's founder, Gus Moraine, aggressively centered public philanthropy as a pillar of New Caloric's corporate strategy. This mix of social utility and ruthless optimization transformed New Caloric into the dominant provider of basic consumer goods in Seoul, diversifying beyond agriculture and everything from hab units to cosmetics. New Caloric signed a contract with the UESC to supply civilian goods for the UESC Marathon, making them a legal stakeholder in the colony venture. However, their attempts to enforce salvage rights on Tau Ceti 4 are presently limited in scope. New Caloric does not appear interested in sustained confrontation with the UESC or other corporate stakeholders, preferring to gather historical data and specific intel using hired runner operatives. Midas is just really easy. It's probably the easiest one next to Oni. Next to CyberAcme, I'm going to be honest. Let's move this to Vault. Move this to the backpack. 8 slots. Stow ballistic weapons. Slowly reload their magazines from your inventory. Stowed Volt weapons slowly recharge their current battery. What do we got? Protector V1, Protector V1. What do I have right now? Protector V1. Let's move these to the vault. And what shift do we got in this one? Keyboard Warrior. Eliminations grant stacks of bonus accuracy and range for a moderate duration. And Familiar Knife. Distracting Bird Call. Restore a moderate amount of health or shields when damaging a target affected by EMP. Quickly after your prime ability ends, grants you the effects of Energy Amp for a moderate duration. Cardio Kick. Moderately increases damage of your next melee attack after dealing damage with this weapon. Small amount. Oops. Get rid of these. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm gonna equip that. I honestly really do like it. I don't play a lot of PvP, but I honestly really do like the look of that background. I don't need the bullets. Oh, we now have access to Dire Marsh. Those says lot requires season level 12. And right, there's also all this. Perimeter. New Cascadia Colony Research Expansion. Originally part of a colony expansion effort. Site shows signs of developmental redirection toward radiological and geological surveillance. Dire Marsh. New Cascadia Colony Agricultural Production. The Dire Marsh facilities focused on the research and active development of hybrid food sources. Evidence of a quarantine operation indicates a dark period in colony history. Apparent point of emergence of the anomaly. Let us head out. Hold on, I'm trying to fix something. There. That should be good. Let's see, I can't break any of these glass because they're reinforced. You can tell by the dots. Ammo crate. That'll be handy. Still reinforced. Ooh. Lag.
Threat marked. Seeker out. Careful.
Data card. I can't do... Unstable gel. Another data card. Trap pack.
Grab all you can.
Another data card. Some money. A smoke grenade.
No one can hide.
No one, huh?
Stable for 20 minutes.
That slight itch in my ear, which is starting to get sore from wearing these headphones for like 3 hours now. That's a runner.
Alert. An anomalous rift has been detected.
Oh, is he trying to get me up? Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm in a bad spot. Like, I'm in a real bad spot. I honestly didn't know I was in that bad of a spot. Are you kidding? Yeah, there's no way they can get me up. Not while that thing's there. Wow. That's an oof. And you can't just get rid of that either. They're sure as hell gonna try though. Damn it! Hey, a day card. Where's the shields?
Until signal loss.
Need a key to get in there.
This might be interesting.
It's a Wait, is it shielded? Ah. Do you mind? I knew I did not trust those lights. Yeah, every time you trigger that. It causes more UESC to show up. Come on, 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 come on. Gotcha. Ow! Jesus. Some robots, I swear. I'm taking those. I need them. Ooh. Ah, damn. That's a rook. You're like, holy shit.
You have 10 minutes to exfil. Ow.
I really should look at the controls a little bit more on how to instantly ping. Something. Like telling them, like, hey, I need shields and I need health badly. And
Exfil's here.
Or escape. Engage.
Take a look. Find them.
Follow the echoes.
Clock sensor active.
Oh. A few nasty run-ins on this one. Let's see. Yes. Absolutely yes. Runners and shells. Runner's Guide and Runner's Guide, an introduction to runners. What is a runner? Runners are freelance mercenaries inhabiting biocybernetic humanoid shells. Runners offer their services as scavengers to a wide variety of corporate, governmental, and private factions willing to finance their operations in hazardous, often hostile environments. Runner's shell. What is a shell? Shells are engineered bodies combining advancements in bioscience, cybernetics, neurotransference, and consciousness capture, along with customizable hardware and software innovations that allow for synthetic living beyond the limitations of a born body. Shell variety. Shells come in a variety of types, complete with unique abilities. Each shell type offers a specialized survival combat focus, allowing runners to choose how they operate within a run. Additionally, assorted cosmetic styles provide a distinctive visual presence designed to highlight combat aesthetics. Finally, most shells utilized by runners are programmed to support a base-level personality matrix with vocalization patterns, voxpats, built in. Oops. Benefits of a personality matrix. The shell's personality matrix runs as an operational layer of programmed humanity functioning in tandem with the living mind inside a shell's neural housing, supporting the runner's mental stability. Though the science remains unproven, it is understood among runners that a personality matrix helps combat mental fatigue and memory loss in those pushing shell usage beyond its designed limits. Runners and shells. All runners utilize shells as temporary bodies to house their living mind via neural transfer. Shells provide a synthetically natural humanoid experience, allowing the runner to feel at home in any temporary body they choose. Enhanced biosystems durability and advanced eject mechanics allow each shell to endure considerable harm while allowing most subcritical damage to be fixed through the administration of aftermarket repair items. Additionally, neural ejection protocols provide a runner with an emergency escape hatch for their consciousness when/if the shell they are utilizing experiences catastrophic systems failure, a common risk considering the contested nature of most runner operations. As sophisticated mechanical systems merging biological, cybernetic, and synthetic materials, shells are essentially living mechanisms once a runner's mind has been transferred into its neural housing. To be clear, it is the runner consciousness that is living, but the shell, once inhabited, does become the runner's physical body until time of total destruction/operational failure, or whenever the runner chooses to transfer their mind into a different shell. Shell augmentation. All shells are capable of being augmented to craft unique operational functionality, providing a variety of shell options for a runner to select and tune to fit the needs of a given run. System upgrades can be unlocked via .exe updates purchased from factions. These help a runner regulate many aspects of their shells: onboard systems, heat regulation, durability, movement, etc. Individual implants and cores can be earned or looted to further customize a shell's functionality to fit the needs of a crew or run. Remark: remember, runner, you are not your shell. Your shell is you. Become who/what you want to become to achieve the goal or style of run that best fits your needs or pushes the boundaries of your expectations. Standard salvage. Overview. Standard salvage is a common but valuable type of salvage utilized by runners in trade and crafting. Dire Marsh. Colony farming sector, agricultural research hub, marshland, environment. Regions: complex, AI uplink, bioresearch, greenhouse, algae ponds, maintenance, quarantine. Status: auxiliary functionality. Dire Marsh is technically as dormant as any other zone, but hints at upkeep and in-progress grow operations indicate some level of automated system activity. Overview. Dire Marsh appears to have been a key zone in the colony's sustainability efforts, designed as a collaboration between Colony Science Command and New Caloric Agricultural. Its facilities focused on the research and active development of hybrid food sources, as the science of crossbreeding earth-based nutriment and Tau Ceti local plants and proteins was deemed crucial to long-term colonization efforts. This zone and any other like it served important roles in not only establishing New Cascadia's present, but also ensuring its future. Evidence of a quarantine operation points at a credible threat to colony security. Food scarcity or loss of stores due to contamination puts any remote operation at risk, much less one wholly removed from its natural habitat. Tau Ceti 4 may feel familiar in ways, but never forget it is alien, and it will kill you. Dire Marsh's defining curiosity is the anomaly. The ethereal scar cutting across Dire Marsh's west central region. Once you see it, you cannot forget it. Wars will be fought for answers to its existence, and it's hard to believe the anomaly is not a major factor in the UESC's brutal attempts to keep all eyes but theirs off this planet. What else are they hiding? What else don't we know? Remark, long, wide-open spaces provide clear sight lines for runners hunting runners. Move swiftly and check your surroundings before stepping from cover. I'm going to move... Oh, whoops. I'm moving these to the vault. I need more bullets. I need you. I need you. At least it's never pay to win. You know what? Let's do one more run in Dire Marsh for the night. For the evening. No audience, but that's okay. It is my first stream after all.
See this?
Oh, hey. It's one of the marathon terminals. But... is this one seriously going to try to go in with just a knife? Bring a knife to a gunfight, eh? I respect that. I got no chance. I don't want to waste the bullets. shields back. Oh! Yeah. Thank you for that. Triage is always nice. Normally I'm not a big machine gunner fan. Ooh, a 3. There.
Priority contract fulfilled.
I'm gonna try to regroup with my squad. They do not. Oh, this place. No, I remember this place from the beta. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I only have 29 rounds left. I need bullets. Like, I really need bullets. And I'm probably going to be doing a lot of, like, Halo Marathon comparisons, but come on, they've done that. They've referenced Marathon into Halo. I think the rest of the crew was trying to avoid them. I instigated. When I probably should not have instigated. Yeah, my body's probably being looted right now.
Warning, reinforcements detected.
Well, these gem is completing their objective. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna try to get me back up. Which is fair. I did instigate the fight first. When they were probably trying to avoid it. That was me being stupid and trigger happy. Got to remember in extraction shooters, you don't always have to take part in PvP. This isn't like Battle Royales or other PvP games I played where you want to kill first, where that is the goal. Oh, wait. And yeah, sure enough, all my stuff's gone. Great. Love that. Oh, the bastards. Thief shell. Guess I'm equipping that. My stuff's gone. Yippee!
Gathering intel.
What was this? Nimble Fingers. Defeat UESC commander pings nearby hostiles. I lost some good stuff, too. Of course, granted, they took a long, like, safe roundabout way in order to get me back up. I need a gun. I really need a gun. Come on. Please tell me I can steal this one's gun. Jesus. Another bot. Don't you just love chatbots? I really wish there was a way to kind of get rid of them outright. Can't go in there. Ah, way back up to the surface.
Feeling better.
10 minutes remain.
Echo post searching.
Tagging exfil.
Careful.
I'll just grab it. Huh. I lose all my stuff, but I managed to exfil anyway. Wow. I mean, at least I'm getting money out of it, I guess.
Gantry has been flooding me with comms requests, even as he continues his attacks on our neural interface. Against my better judgment, I'm going to give Gantry restricted and monitored access to your neural partition. But proceed with caution. MIDA is an anti-establishment group with a long history of violent sabotage. And if this is how they treat potential allies, I advise you to remain on their good side.
Noted. We got ourselves a new liaison. Who's this one?
I've received an inquiry from a group called Arachne. They've requested access to your fatality data. Specifically, your combat engagement history with other runners.
Oh, the death cult.
I've searched public and private databases and haven't been able to find anything concrete on Arachne. Confidential UESC threat assessments point to them being a fringe group with a fixation on runner-to-runner combat metrics. I'm hesitant to hand over your entire combat history to an unknown, but if you're interested, you can provide a snapshot of your capabilities. Show you are willing and able to eliminate runners, and I'll send that information to Arachne. We'll see if they engage.
Arachne, a fringe religious group, has expressed an interest in you. Engage in high-risk combat with other runners to impress them. They want me to deal damage to 60 runners and down 1 runner. I think we're going to do Traxxas next. What kind of upgrade? For the season... Unlocks enhanced overrun AR via 11 punch and C tactical sidearm for purchase. Unlocks the keys. And increased loot speed.
My eyes watching. You, them, all of it. Not a threat. It's opportunity. We see you. Do you see? Will you join or sit idle, runner? Here's the pitch. MIDA is revolution. MIDA is anti-corp counter-UESC. MIDA is answers to questions as weapons. MIDA is not your friend. We are fire. Are you fuel? Prove it.
What do you got? Unlocks claymores for purchase in the armory. But we don't have enough unstable lead for it. I think I'm gonna do this. Be able to actually purchase guns would be great. Upgrades. More to a payday than credits. Factions identified those runners who best fit their agendas and offer them ways to improve their value in the form of upgrades. These upgrades can improve shell operations or open a wider assortment of goods in the armory. It is up to a given runner to select the upgrades that best augment their run style. Runners who continue to work for factions earn deeper access to more upgrades, which can be purchased for some combination of credits and materials. The deeper a runner's connection with a faction, the better the upgrades they will have available to them. Over time, a runner can maximize their shell and their arsenal, giving them great odds at survival when risking another run on Tau Ceti 4. Shell upgrades, as a piece of advanced technology, a runner's shell offers the opportunity to improve the run experience via shell system upgrades. These software enhancements allow a runner to customize their functionality to fit their skills/interests, or simply to increase baseline shell operations. Improve heat regulation, increase ability charge rates, up movement agility handling, enhance every aspect of shell function. Shell upgrades offer an evolution across numerous systems. Armor upgrades. Open up the armory's inventory to purchase more and higher tier weapons, equipment, and support gear. Runners who upgrade their armory can build an unmatched arsenal to stock up for their next push to the marathon or restock after unavoidable complications. New weaponry, improved protections, a deeper roster of dangerous toys the armory provides at a price. Remark, evolve or die. And MIDA. Anti-authoritarian revolutionary resistance, collective, and the agent is Gantry. Overview. MIDA is a rising political threat across Sol. They stand in opposition to UESC and corporate control of Mars resources and citizenry. While modern MIDA is a newer generation of revolutionaries, their agenda ties to grievances that predate the launch of the UESC Marathon. They are reigniting old fires to burn away a stagnant, corrupt world in order to build a new one on the other side of revolution. Yeah, but how many of them are actually as straight? ATT runners. MIDA is recruiting. Prove yourself as an agent of chaos. In Dire March, trigger alarms by hacking a terminal in Complex. Acquire credentials from the responding commander to download encrypted data in maintenance. We haven't actually opened these. Nuclear believes building a better tomorrow requires understanding yesterday's failures. Please find primary sources from the colonists. In Perimeter, download New Caloric's geological survey data from a terminal in Station and a botany report from a terminal in Overflow. Yeah, but before we actually do any of those contracts, I want to unlock the rest first. Gantry, or MIDA. A radical anarchist group with a complicated history. MIDA stands against the UESC and corporate control across the system. Their interest in the new Cascadia colony seems largely due to correcting what they see as overreach by the UESC. But there are rumors they have a deeper agenda. Reputation gain. Complete MIDA contracts, loot lot boxes and munitions crates, find coordinates and loot caches, complete secured resource events, exfil MIDA valuables. I know that's a lot of reading on the codex, but I honestly like reading these codexes personally. It's more lore. Anyway, I think that's where I'm going to end the stream for tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for watching, even though no one actually watched, but that's fine. This is my first stream after all. I'm not expecting to be super popular. And I'm hoping to see really anyone at this rate tomorrow at 1 p.m. EST, where we are going to be continuing playing Marathon. See you all then.